Hello children, welcome back to your EVS class. Today we are going to start lesson 15 textiles of your EVS book. Let's explore our environment. Textile basically means clothes. The clothes we wear. So let's find out what is the necessity to wear clothes. First is to cover our body. Second, to look smart and elegant. Third is to protect ourselves from dust, dirt, insect bites. Fourth is to protect ourselves from changing weather conditions. So these are the reasons why we need or we wear clothes. Early men did not wear clothes like us. They used to wear skin of animals, large leaves, fur and bark of trees. And to this they called the first form of clothing. As the time passed, they learned to make textile fabrics using different types of methods like knitting, weaving, and then coloring them. There are different processes of making textile. So let's discuss them one by one. The very first one is weaving. It is a process of making clothes on hand loom or power loom. Hand loom is a loom operated by hands and power loom is operated by electricity. Power loom clothes are more durable than hand loom clothes. In this process, clothes are made by crossing two sets of threads over and under each other. Next method is knitting. It is done on knitting machines. Here, only one thread is used. At home, knitting needles are used to knit sweaters, mufflers, gloves by hand. Not only sweaters, but t-shirts, tracksuits, shawls, sweatshirts, etc. are also knitted by machines. Next is coloring of cloth. After the cloth is ready, it is dyed by soaking it in colored solutions called dyes. Dyes are of two types. Natural dyes are made of vegetables, flowers, leaves, and even spices. Chemical dyes are made from chemicals. Next comes making patterns. Once the cloth is dyed, different designs and patterns are made on it. There are many ways of creating patterns. The first one is tie and dye. Tie and dye or bandhani is a special art of Rajasthan. It is done by tying up areas of cloth very tightly so that the dye does not reach there. The rest of the cloth is dyed. The tied up cloth is opened to get lovely patterns. Next is block printing. It is also special art of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Here, wooden blocks with patterns on them are dipped into paints and pressed onto cloths to make patterns. Vegetable printing is another way of making patterns. In this process, vegetables like potato, ladyfinger, capsicum, etc. are cut into special shapes, dipped into paints, and then pressed onto clothes to make different patterns. Next way of making pattern is embroidery. Embroidery of different style is done by using a needle and colorful threads. Different patterns are made by different styles. Wearing clothes. Fabric is cut and stitched to make the clothes we wear. Clothes are worn according to the climate of the place. We wear light colored cotton clothes in summer and thick woolen clothes in the winter season. People in different states of India wear different types of clothes. So here are few pictures. A man and woman in Punjabi clothes, in Gujarati clothes, in Kashmiri clothes, in Nagaland clothes, and Assamese clothes. There are certain unstitched clothes like lungi, dhoti, and the Sikh man in lungi. Also, the dupatta worn by the women, turban worn by the men, and the last is shawls worn by the women. And also the mekla sari, which is worn or wrapped around the waist.